Hi everyone. So this is the explanation for week 8. Okay. So while coming to the week 8, first we'll see some of the notations in the week 8. So if we're having on x comma y, meaning saying that the block x is on y. So meaning that we're having a block x on block y. So they didn't mention anything about either block y is on the table. If you see this as the table, is on the table or not anything. On x comma y means uh, the x box is on y. Okay, like that. But we don't know whether this is on the table or not. On table x means block x is on the table. So if I say on table x, then this is. So it is on the table x. Clear x means now you see we are not having any block on the x. This is clear. Okay, so this is the clear x. Holding x means, so if you see, if the box x is held by this one, then this is called the holding of x. Okay, the arm is holding this x block. Arm empty means we are not having anything. The arm is empty. So this is arm is empty. We are not having anything on the arm. Okay, that is these are the notations we need to remember. On x comma y, on table x, clear x, holding x, arm empty. Okay. Now we will go and see some more things. So here you see we're having some actions. Okay, what are the actions we can perform by using these blocks? Okay, so first we'll see any action. We're having some preconditions required for that action, and we're having effects of that action. Okay, now you see we're having these are the actions we're having. Okay, first is pick up a. Pick up a means assume that we are having like this, and this is the table. Okay, we are having like this. Assume that I'm having A and B like this. We are having. Now arm A. Pick up A. This is the arm. Okay. Whenever if we want to perform the action pick up A, what are the preconditions required for that action? This is the action, and these are the preconditions, and these are the effects. Okay, we are having some positive effects and some negative effects. Negative effects are represented like this, negation of that one. Okay, so what are the conditions? If I want to pick this block A, the arm should be empty. That is the first requirement. Arm should be empty, and there should not be any block on A. Okay, so clear A, and whenever if you want to pick up A, you should not use one like this. It should be like this A. Okay, so whenever you are having this type of condition, then we are having one more action. For the pickup A, the block A should be on the table. It should not be under any block. So these are the three conditions required for A. It should be on table. The arm should be empty. There should not be any block on A. Okay, so if I pick up the arm, now what are the effects we are having? Arm empty. Now arm is not empty, so that way negation of arm empty. Now it is holding A, the arm is having A in this one, and now on table A is negation. So now table we are not having A on the table. So this is for the pick up A. Similarly, put down B. Put down B means we are having the arm is holding B. That is the requirement, and it is the two block on the table. So arm is empty, now the B is on the table. Now we are not having any negative effects, both are the positive effects. Arm empty, on table B, the requirement is the holding B. Next, if you see for the stack AB. Stack AB means we are having B, assume that we are having B like this, and I will keep A on the B. On A comma B, meaning that A is on B. Okay, so what are the requirements, pre-requirements? If I want to place A and B, First, the arm should holding that A. So arm has to hold that A, and there should not be any block on B. So clear B. Holding A and clear B are the prerequisites. If I stack A and B, now arm is empty. Previously it is holding A. Now it kept A and the B. Now arm is empty on A comma B and not clear B. Now B is not clear. We are having some box A and B. So these are the negative effect. Not clear B is negative effect. Arm empty on AB are the positive effects of stack AB. Unstack BC means assume that now we are having like this. A is on B. Like this we are having. Okay, okay, we'll come across with BC only. Now we are having B and C. Unstack BC means we are removing B on AC. C. Okay, you say unstack. What are the requirements? Arm should be empty. There should not be anything to catch up the B. Arm should be empty, and B should be on C and clear B. There should not be any box on B. Then we can remove that B and we remove that and we'll keep that B. B would be hold. We are not keeping anywhere on the B. It will be holded by the arm. So now arm is not empty. So if the previous arm is empty, now arm is not empty, on BC, now not on BC, previously clear B. Okay. Now we are not mentioning anything about that one. It is holding the arm, holding B and clear C. Now whenever we remove B, the box C is not having anything on upper side of C. So we wrote the clear C. Okay. So these are the four actions, preconditions, and effects. We have to remember this one to solve the entire 8-week assignment. Okay, so otherwise it will be very difficult for you to solve the problems. Okay, now we will see when is an action A relevant to the goal G. When we can say if we perform an action A, assume that we perform this action, so and so pick up A an action is related to our goal. Whenever we will get any positive action, assume that pick up A we performed, we got on some positive action holding A. This holding A is in goal, then we can say this is relevant to the A and the negative effects are not. So G and add effects is not equal to pi, meaning that there should be some positive effect which is there in the G. That's why the intersection should not be equal to null set, and G intersection delete effects, that is a negative effects of A is equal to pi, meaning that it is a null set, meaning that the negative effects of A and intersection of A is null set. Okay, meaning that the negative effects of A are not included in the goal state, meaning that indirectly we are saying that by doing that action we are not, if I include that action in the goal, we are not deleting anything from the goal. Okay, so delete effects means we are deleting some effects by performing an action A. That's why we are saying that we are not deleting any action if that action is in the goal, if it is a relevant action for that particular goal. Okay, so G intersection add effects is not equal to pi and G intersection delete effects is equal to pi. So when is an action A is applicable to state S? When we can applicable? When the preconditions required for this action are subset of state S. Meaning that we are in state S. If we want to perform an action A on the state S, then the preconditions required for A are there in the S. Then only I can perform this action. Okay. Assume that we are having like this. We are having a state like this. Assume that we are having a state like this, A and B. So the state yes, how can I represent state yes? Okay, on table B, B is on table. Okay, on A comma B, clear A and on empty. Okay, so these are the representation for state yes. Now I can perform this pick up A action. So if I want to perform an action pick up A, what are the preconditions required on table A? Clear A, arm N. Okay, shall I perform this action pick up A? What are the preconditions required on table A? First one. Now A is not on table, so that action I can't perform the pick up A action because the preconditions are not subset of state yes. Okay, so then what is the action I can perform? If you see unstack BC. Unstack BC means arm empty, on BC, clear B. Now I can do unstack AB means on AB. Okay, first condition arm empty is there. Okay, next on BC means that on AB it's there, and clear B means clear A. Now all the preconditions are satisfied, all the conditions are in the state yes. Okay, so on AB, on table B, clear A, on empty. So, okay, so no need of this one, all these three are satisfied. So I can perform on stack AB, meaning that I can perform an action A if the preconditions are belongs to the or subset of yes. That is the meaning of that. Now if we go for the third one, okay, let yes clear A on AC on C holding B. This is a state. What would be the resulting state S2 when the action stack BA is applied to the state yes? Okay, this is the question dot. So now we will draw this one. What we will get for state yes? Okay, third one. Okay, what we are having on table C. Okay, C next on AC on table C on AC. So E is on C. Clear A, we are not having anything on the A. Holding B. B is holding by the arm. Okay, so this is our state. What would be the resulting state when the action stack BA is applied to the state? So we are having an action stack B comma A is applied to the state yes. Okay, so what are the first we will see, can I apply this action to this particular state, meaning that what are the preconditions required for this stack BA holding B and clear A. Okay, holding B and clear A. So what are the for effects I will get? Arm empty on BA and not clear A. Okay, so now if we see preconditions are satisfied for this state yes, it is holding B and clear A. So I can perform the action B comma A. Okay, so if the preconditions are not satisfied, then I can say that this action is not applicable to that particular state. Okay, now it is applicable. If I perform, what is the effects I'm getting? Okay, now C A on BA. Okay, so B will be go and keep here. Okay, arm is empty, we are not having anything on the arm. Okay, they are not clear yet. Okay, A is upper side of A is having B. Okay, this is our state yes. Okay, so we have to select the options from the given things. Okay, so what they had given, um, you see what happened here is yes to what the things we are having. Now if I want to write like this, previously in the yes we are having clear A, so these are the things we are having. Okay, now not clear A, so that's why it won't comes. Okay, now that state if I represent like this, previously it is clear A in the state yes, now not clear A, so clear A won't be there now. On AC, okay, so on AC will be as it is, on table C will be as it is. Okay, comma, now holding B, now holding B is not there, we kept that one and then that one. Now arm empty and on B comma A. Okay, now we are not having any positive effects like clear B here. We are not having that one. They didn't mention anything like this here. By saying that, we can say that it is B is clear, but we are not supposed to include that clear B in the state yes. Okay, so that's the mistake done there. Okay, so we should be very careful about these results of these particular actions. Okay, so that's why this clear B won't come here. Okay, only on BA, on AC. Okay, on AC, on B, on table C, and on empty. Okay, that's why the answer is this one. We are not supposed to include this clear B. So normally what we will do is we will write like this without going for this analysis, and directly we will keep this one, and we'll see, okay, B, above B we are not having anything, directly we will include clear B also in our answer. But according to this effects of stack BA, it won't give any clear B indication as the positive effect. So we are not supposed to include that clear B in the this one. Okay, that is about the third question. Next, while coming to the fourth question, okay, so this is the same. What would be the resulting state S3? Okay, um, clear A on AC. Okay, holding B. So if I draw this one on AC, C, A on AC on table C. So that's why C is on table. Okay, clear A holding B, the same thing. Okay, this is our state yes. What would be the resulting state S3 when the action sequence put down B, pick up B is applied to the state? First, they asked put down B. Okay, this is the action we need to perform. Okay, when you perform this put down B, what are the preconditions required for this one? Holding B. Holding B is precondition. Then the effects is arm empty and on table B. On table B. Now what I will get if I perform this one? Okay, the clear A on AC, we are not having any negative effects. On table C, comma, arm empty. Next, on table B. Okay, next, what is the action we need to perform? Pick up B. Pick up B. Okay, this is our state. First state, I assume that this is S2. Okay, pick up B. For pick up B, what are the preconditions required? What are the preconditions required for pick up B? Um, on table B, on table B. Next, clear B. Next, arm empty. Okay, so these are the preconditions required for performing pickup B. Clear B is also required. Okay, so now if you see in this state, we are not having clear B in the state. So the perform the action on state S2, the preconditions are not satisfied. That's why I can't perform the pickup action on S2. Okay, so that's why you can say that we need to consider the preconditions has to be satisfied for that one. Okay, so what is the answer now? Okay, the action sequence is not valid for the state yes. Okay, so we are not supposed to say that S is equal to SC, whatever the same mistake in the last question, clear B. So here also we require clear B. Without clear B, we can't perform the pickup. These are the required pre-conditions required for pickup B. On table B, clear B, arm empty. Clear B is also required to perform pickup B. Clear B is not there here. Put down B won't give the clear B as your effects to add to the state yes. That's why we can't perform. But if you draw like this from the states, then we can say that put down. So put down means they have to kept B. Then we can pick up B without seeing these preconditions and the effects. Then we can say that both the sequences put down and put B are same, and we can say that S3 is equal to S. But we need to consider these preconditions required and what are the effects adding after the performing an action. So that's why I told whenever doing this slide is very important for you to remember. Okay. Next, we'll go for the next question. Um, in the BSSP scenario, you are given a goal. Okay, backward search. Goal is given and the action put down D. What would be the sub goal G2 generated when we consider the given action for the goal state? We are coming in the reverse way. Okay, now we will see that one. Now we'll see something back. We're having the backward state space planning. Okay, so what are the relevant actions? Here we will come across some words like relevant actions and regressions like that. So relevant actions means assume that we are given a goal G. Okay, we are having an action A. Whether it is applicable, whether it is applicable, the action A can be performed. If I perform this action A, then I can go and reach the goal G, like that. Means it is relevant to that particular goal or not. The condition is the positive effects of A intersection Z is not equal to pi, and the negative effects of A intersection Z is equal to pi. The same thing whatever we saw in the previous, that is the first question. When an action A is relevant to goal Z, the same thing we wrote here. Okay, so regression means if a relevant action A is applied in goal Z, then the goal regression to a new goal Z bar. Okay, so it is defined as G, whatever the goal is there, add the positive effects of A, sorry, delete the positive effects of A, union preconditions of A, means add the preconditions of A, meaning that if we see we are having, assume that we are having a goal G. Okay, we are reaching from G dash to Z, the sub goal. Normally in the backward we are coming from Z to G dash. Okay, now assume that we are having G dash and we got G by performing an action A. Okay, so whenever we are moving to Z, we are saying that whether this action is relevant to performing on Z, then what is the Z bar? So, whenever we are writing Z bar, we have to consider delete the positive effects from the Z and take add the preconditions of A to that Z, meaning that now Z bar is equal to G minus positive effects of A union, meaning that plus preconditions of A, whatever the preconditions of A, add that one. So if you see we are having a state yes. Okay, we are performing an action A. When we can perform an action A and state when the preconditions of A are in yes. Okay, so whenever if we are not having, that's why we told that union preconditions of A, then only we are getting Z. Whenever we are getting Z, okay, so that positive effects are not won't be come here, only the negative effects, whatever the effects we are getting. So that's why we are saying that delete the positive effects of A and take the union of preconditions of A. Okay, so whenever we are coming from Z to G dash in the reverse way, if from the G dash, if I perform an action A, okay, this symbol is for delete. Delete the positive effects of A and take the union of preconditions of A. Okay. Now take this, the same fifth question. Okay. So given a goal G, action put on D, what would be the sub goal? The same thing whatever we done now till now. Okay. Now G is on AB, on BC, holding D. Now what is the action we require? Meaning that first we are having Z. Okay, that is on AB, on BC and holding D. this is our Z. Okay, that is on AB, A, B, sorry, on BC, meaning that first we are having C, next we are having B on BC, on AB. Okay, so but we didn't sorry, we didn't mention anything on table C, as I can't write C on the table. Now it is holding D. Okay, so this is the goal we are having. Now what is the action we are performing? Put down D. Put down D. Okay, so for the action put down D, what are the preconditions for the put down D? Put down D. The preconditions required is holding D. Holding D. And the effects are on empty and on table D. Okay, so this is for put down D. Now what I told, delete the positive effects of A from the Z and take the urine of precondition. First delete the positive effects. So what is the Z bar now will come across? So Z bar is G bar is preconditions of preconditions of holding D union, delete the positive effects of A. So on empty and on table D. So now what we will get? Okay, so whenever we want to perform an action A on the G, whether the action A is relevant to Z or not. So these are the conditions required to G add effects of A is not equal to pi and G intersection delete effects of is pi. Now if you see G intersection add effects of, so arm empty on table D. Okay, now if you see G intersection this positive effects, we're not having anything on the common side on both Z and add effects of. So G intersection add effects of A, we got it as pi. Okay, it's not equal to pi. We're not having any common things. That's why I can't perform this action A. That is, this action A is not relevant to this Z. That is the answer for this question, fifth question. So the given action is not relevant to Z. If you get this condition satisfied, then we can perform the first we need to check these conditions. If this condition satisfied, then I can go for the performance of these actions. Okay, so this put down action is not relevant to the Z. Which of the following is true about goal stack planning? Okay, this is a theory question, and this is the solving goal stack planning solves the sub goals in a sequential manner. We need to consider this one also, such as like and constructs the plan like forward. It will construct the plan in the forward manner, and normally it will searches from the back side. Okay, we'll see that example for goal stack planning. But it is searches the space like back space and construct the plan like forward space. Okay, and the forward space means we'll start from the starting state and we'll go on add the actions and we'll go on. So the tree will be high like your normal BSP like manner. Okay, breadth for such manner. Okay. Now while coming to the group 2, okay, so sometimes they will give these conditions also. You see now they had given the preconditions, add effects and delete effects also, but sometimes they won't give in our exam. That's why it's better to remember. If they had given, no problem to us. If they didn't mention, we need to remember these things. Okay, so these are the preconditions, delay, odd thing they had given. Okay, and this is the start state and this is the goal state. So this is the start state. So how they define? First E is on the table. So on table E, and C is also on the table, on table C. Next A is on E. Okay, so on A comma E, D is on C, on DC. We are not having anything on A, so clear A. We are not having anything on D, clear D. And they mentioned that clear B also. Okay, um, and on AE, on DC, holding B. Okay, now goal is this one, on CA, on PD. Okay, so for the given problem, the number of actions in an optimal plan. Okay, this is the start state. We need to reach this state. How many actions we require to perform the best, optimal means best paths we require. Okay, now you see this is our start state. Okay, so this is our start state and this is our goal state. Okay, now first action is, it is holding B. Okay, so what we done, if we draw this one, what we are having, A, E, C, D and B, holding B. Okay, this is our start state. Yes, now we are having holding B. Okay, we will perform the uh, first action. We can put down that B. Okay, so what are the preconditions required for put down, that is holding B is the prerequisite is holding B, and then the actions, the effects are on empty and on table B. Okay, so first action put down B. Okay, so what we're doing is we're adding the effects. So arm empty, we're adding arm empty on table B. Okay, first one is holding B is requirement. We add arm empty and on table B. So on table E, on table. So you see whatever the things we are having, we wrote as it is. In place of holding B, we wrote arm empty and on table B. Okay, first action is put down B. Now what we are having, like this, E, A and D, C, B. This is our the first action. Next, what is the thing, what is the goal state we are having normally? If you remember, our goal state is, like this. So we won't bother what is there in the downside of A. So we can keep E as it is. Okay, so E A will keep C here, and we won't bother what is there in the in place of this one, just D and B. So whatever there, but D is not on the table, A is not on the table, there will be something. Okay, there should be something, and like this, C should be on A and B should be on D. We won't bother about anything about the E. So first E is there, no, we'll keep as it is in order to get the minimum number of optimal actions. So we'll go and keep this C here. Okay, now B is there, no, what we'll do is D keep this one, and now after that one B keep on the D, like that. Okay, so on CA, on BD, only these are the actions we require, on CA, on BD. Okay, so next, what is the next action we are doing here is unstack DC. Why we are unstacking DC? Okay, so C should be sorry, on AE, this should be like this, A, E, this is A and this is E. Okay, C is on A, C means C should be on A. So first we need to unstack this one. Okay, that's why next action we perform this unstack DC. For unstack DC, what are the preconditions required? The preconditions required are, for unstack DC, arm empty, on DC, clear D. Okay, all the three conditions are there in the state, so I can perform unstack DC. Okay, so next action unstack DC, and now add the positive effects. Okay, so what are the positive effects? Holding D and clear C. The negative effects are not arm empty, okay, not on B, whatever the DC. Okay, so we are adding the positive effects and we are deleting the negative effects. Now, after that one, what we need to do is the next action is, so we don't know anything about the, so here this is the goal state is on CA. So here I am writing CA and B and D. Okay, so there should be something, we don't know what is there, so I kept this as some X. Okay, so now we are having hold first unstack DC, so we are holding D. Okay, next we can keep that D on somewhere on the top of something else, so that's why we kept it as stack DX. Okay, for stack operation we require, if I want to perform stack dx, the preconditions are holding D and clear X. Okay, so we don't know anything about X, oh no problems, holding D is there and as the prerequisite condition, so perform the stack dx. Okay, so after performing this stack dx, the preconditions, what are the effects are arm empty, okay, arm empty on AB, so that's why you got on dx and not clear B. Okay, so sorry, not clear D, so that's why I removed that clear D here. Okay, so next remove this clear D. Okay, so next action, pick up C. Okay, so that C has to be go and keep on the C A, so that's why pick up C. Okay, next action, pick up C. Like that you go on perform. The next fifth action is after pick up C, next we need to keep that C on the A, that's why stack CA. Okay, next B is on the table, so pick up B. Next keep that B on D, stack BD. Okay, so first what we are doing is, first we are taking B is there, first we are keeping that B on the downside, then we are unstacking this DC. Okay, unstack DC, then keep that D on the somewhere else on the box. Okay, next stack DX, next pick up C. Okay, next stack CA, pick up B, stack B. Okay, so these are the 7 actions required, that is the minimum number of actions required for that particular action. So without that one also, instead of writing all these things also, we can do by using this one. So first holding B, pick up, so that is the first action. Normally we won't consider this put down and pick up. Okay, first we need to put down B, that is the first action. Okay, next that we don't require, we require C and the A, that's why you need to unstack this one. Okay, so for second action, D is holding, the D has to be kept somewhere else, so stack dxd, that's we're keeping D on the X, third one. Next what is the next action we require, next that C has to be on A. So stack, before doing that stack C comma A, we need to pick up C, then stack C comma A. Okay, next we need to keep that B and the D. Okay, so pick up B and next stack. Now while coming to the eighth question, which of the following are applicable actions for the above problem? Okay, so applicable actions means the, so you have to remember this one. When an action A is applicable to state S, the preconditions of A should be subset of S. Okay, so what are the actions? Which are the following are applicable actions for the above problem? Okay, so the preconditions of that particular action has to be applicable, that is the subset of state yes. So if you see, so this is the start state and this is the goal state. Okay, so first what they had given, pick up A. So for pick up A, the arm should be empty, but here this is not the condition, so the first one is not true. Pick up D is also arm should be empty. Put down B, so okay, we can do put down B, that is applicable. And stack CA, whenever we perform stack CA, okay, so what are the requirements for stack CA preconditions. If we remember, for stack CA, holding A, stack CA. Okay, we are having stack CA. So stack CA means holding C, clear A, holding C. Okay, so if you see our state, we are not having C on the holding, B is on the holding. So this is not true. Stack BD. Okay, now we can do perform stack BD. The preconditions are, okay, stack BD, holding B, clear D. Okay, those two are satisfied here, clear D, holding B. So I can perform stack BD. So if you say stack BA, so holding B, clear A. Okay, holding B, clear A. I can do that one also. Unstack DC. If you do unstack DC, so what are the conditions, preconditions required for unstack? Unstack means arm empty. Okay, but here arm is not empty, so I can't perform that particular action. Unstack. Only I can do put down and stack BD, stack BA actions. Okay, so next let forward search space. Find the shortest path. Which of the following can be the last action of the short? So whenever we got this type of questions, no need to do the entire algorithm. Okay, which of the following can be the last action of the shortest path? Last action means go and see the goals. Okay, this is the goal. Either we can keep C on A or we can keep B on D. Those are the last two actions we are performing. So meaning that keeping C on A means stack C comma A, keeping B on D means stack B comma D. Those are the two last options we are having. So that's why we kept the stack C comma A, stack B comma D. Okay, these are the last. Go and see the goal state. What are the immediate actions we are taking into consideration? Take that actions. Okay, so which of the following are relevant actions? So we saw that when relevant actions, whenever these are the relevant actions for the above problem means relevant actions, these are the conditions has to be G intersection add fx, G intersection deletes fx should be y. Okay, which are following uh, which are the following can be the actions? First, okay, it's not the relevant action. Okay, relevant first. Which are the following are the relevant actions for that one? Okay, so relevant actions for the above problem means we need to come back from the goal state. Okay, so we are having only stack CA and stack BD. Put down B is not there because if you see put down B, the preconditions required for put down B is put down B, holding B and arm empty and on table B. Okay, so but in our state, yes, we are not having that intersection. Okay, that's why that put down B is not there. Okay, so only the relevant actions for the above problem is one stack CA and stack BD. Okay, so you need remember these two whenever we are considering the action is applicable. The preconditions of A should be subset of yes. When the action is relevant, then the add effects of A G goal intersection should not be equal to pi. If it is equal to pi, then it's not applicable. Okay, so for holding B, add effects are we are not having any common, meaning that it is null set. That's why we are not performing the holding D. Sorry, put down D. Okay, so positive effects are this one arm empty on table D. So among these two, we are not having any on the goal. Goal is having only on BC on C. Okay, that's why. If we see now unstack these two remaining two. Um, that is stack CA, stack BD. For stack CA, okay, so on CA, that is on our goal, on CA, on CA. So it is not equal to the null set. So positive effects of A and G is not equal to pi. That's why that action is applicable. And the delete fx is pi. Okay, so if you see delete fx, what are the delete fx? Clear b. Okay, so we are not having anything on the clear b, so that's why it's equal to pi. So we need to follow these conditions whenever we are checking whether it is relevant or not. And so this, consider this one as our goal and see if there is any common, then we can irrelevant, meaning that if I perform that an action A, I can reach the goal state. If I for holding B, I'm not adding anything new to the goal, that's why it's not relevant, like that. Okay, that's why we didn't keep the put down. Okay, let BSSP find the shortest plan, that is a backward. Which of the following can be the action added last to the plan by the planner? Okay, okay, now we are coming from the back side. Okay, um, so what is the last action we performed by the plan? Okay, that is the whenever we perform backward direction, um, first we'll say, okay, so if you see these two, okay, the last action means we are coming from goal to start. Normally actually we need to write the entire procedure from the goal to the start, then we will see, but in the shortcut without doing entire algorithm. Okay, so this we need to come back to this one, the start. Okay, so this is the starting holding B. Okay, B is holding, that's why put down B is the last action we perform, that will be added to that one. Okay, normally the backward, how we will do is, um, okay, so in the backward, um, this is the goal. Okay, goal stack plan. Okay, this is the goal. Okay, so first what we are having on CA, on CA, on BD. Okay, so what are the actions I can do on this one? Meaning that I can perform on CA means I can do stack C comma A or stack B comma D. Okay, so these are the actions I can do, either stack C comma A or stack B comma D. So if I perform, assume that if I perform stack C comma A, okay, so I need to add the preconditions. Okay, so I use the preconditions for the goal. So what I will get on, previously on CA is there. Okay, so if you remember stack CA, so what are the preconditions we are having for stack CA? Okay, so if I'm having stack C comma A, okay, the preconditions are holding C and clear A. Okay, so the effects are arm empty, on CA, and not clear A. Okay, now what we are doing is delete the positive effects of A and union B of A. What are the positive effects on CA? Okay, delete this on CA and add preconditions of A. So holding C and clear A. So what we write here is holding C, clear A, clear A. If I perform stack C, and on BD is add this. Okay, if I perform this action. If I perform this action, what I will get? Holding B and clear D on C comma A. Okay, this is G means this is G bar. Okay, next, what is the next action I can do on this one? Okay, for holding C I can do for clear A on BD. Okay, so for holding C I can do pick up C. Okay, so it's gone like this. Okay, so this is the Z bar, and okay, so it's gone and do at the end we'll write it as the put down B. Next we'll see the goal stack planning. Okay, um, so for the same thing, whatever the goal we are having. Okay, goal stack planning is an algorithm designed to search in a goal directed backward manner to take advantage of low branching, but construct plans in a forward manner, adding actions that are applicable. Okay, you see here. First, we are having this is the goal on CA on BD. Okay, so whenever we are doing the algorithm of GSB, it will follow a stack. Okay, first push this as it is on CA comma on BD. Okay, in the flower brackets, whatever the goal is there, then add to the stack this separately on CA, whatever is there first, add first on CA on BD. Okay, so now what is the first thing on BD? Okay, so pop, you see whether it is there in the if on BD is there in the state yes, then it is true. Now on BD, it's not there on the state yes. Okay, so state yes is not including this on BD. Okay, so pop, it's not true. Whenever the action is not true, okay, so we need to add the action which is responsible for this one. Okay, what is the action we require to get on BD? The action required is the stack BD. If I perform stack BD, I can get on B comma D. That's why push this relevant action to the stack, that is stack B comma D. Now add preconditions of it. Okay, after adding the relevant action, push preconditions of A. So what are the preconditions of this action? Stack B comma D. Preconditions for stack are holding B, clear D. Okay, so add those two. Holding B, clear D. Okay, so what we done, then write holding B, clear D. Whatever is here, write as it is. Okay, first we are writing on CA, on BD, whatever is their goal, then write separately on the stack. First pop out the first one on BD, pop, check whether it is there in the state yes or not. That is the starting. Now it is not there in the starting state, so that's why not true. Whenever it is not true, add the action, relevant action. Okay, that relevant action is stack BD. After adding the relevant action, along with relevant action, add the preconditions of this action also. Preconditions of stack BD are holding B, clear D. Okay, so now after writing this one, we have to write separately holding B, clear D also. Okay, now first clear D. You check whether it is there in the start state or not. Okay, if you go and see the start state, we'll see directly here. Okay, so this is our start state, clear D. Okay, so clear D is there and the start state. Okay, so true, pop true. Okay, don't do anything. Next, what we're having, holding B. Okay, next pop holding B. Whether holding B is there or not, holding B is also there in the start state. Okay, next, these two are true. Next, jointly pop this holding B and clear D. Both are true. Okay, so after deleting these three, next what we are having, stack BD. Okay, next pop action, stack BD. Okay, we remove that one also. Next, what we're having? C. Next, we removed already we removed this on B and D. Pop we already done. So we removed all these up to stack BD. Next, what we're having? C comma A. Okay, next pop on C comma A. You see on C comma A is there on the start state. We are not having on C comma A. Okay, so not true. Whenever it is not true, we need to add relevant action. So what is the relevant action? Stack C comma A is the relevant action. Okay, so after that one, preconditions, holding C, clear A. Okay, next add those two also. Sorry, we need to write holding C first, then clear A. Okay, so next you see whether clear A is there or not. Okay, clear A, clear A is there. Okay, pop, holding C, holding C is not there in that. Okay, so clear A is popped. Next, holding C, holding C is not there in the start. Yes, so not true. Whenever it is not true, what we need to do? Whenever that is not true, we need to add the not true means relevant action we need to do. Okay, so holding C, okay, so what is the next action we need to do? Okay, for holding C, what is the action I required to add? For holding C, I required unstack. Okay, unstack. Next, what are, like that we have to go on proceed. Write that the holding C function that is unstack. Okay, so what are the conditions for this unstack? Unstack is arm empty. Okay, so on BC, holding B, clear C, on BC, clear B, arm empty. These are the preconditions. Add arm empty, on BC, and clear B. Okay, so these are all satisfied. That's why we are performing unstack BC and add arm empty preconditions, and then arm empty pop on BC pop, then clear B pop. Like that we have to go on the procedure until we got the start. Yes. Okay, so whenever we are doing that action, okay, after pop stack BD, it must be applicable to the plan. Okay, so what we have to do here is, you see here, whenever we are doing this action, whenever you've done this one, this action, stack BC, okay, whenever we pop this stack BD, okay, what is the meaning of whenever we pop that action? After pop stack BD, add positive effects and delete the negative effects. Okay, that meaning that whenever we are comparing with the state will be changing, meaning that that action is applicable to perform that on the goal. That is the, whenever we are doing in the we told that in the GSP goal stack planning, we come in the backward and we add the planning in the start direction. So we are always comparing with the start. Yes, whenever we while doing this procedure, whenever we remove any action, whenever we are pushing an action, add the preconditions, add the preconditions and go on. Whenever we delete that, whenever we pop on an action stack BD here, then automatically the state will be changed whenever the stack will be popped. Okay, so after the pop of stack BD, okay, so what we have to do is, this is the first action we are doing on the start. Yes, Okay, so if you see what we're having our start state, this is our start state. Okay, so we told that now what is the action? First action, stack b comma d. That is the first action, meaning that we're keeping that b and on the d. Okay, so b is coming and placing on the d. That is the first action we're performing. So we are coming from the backward from the goal, but what is the first action adding to the plan is the stack bd. Okay, so the plan becomes now the plan becomes stack bd. That is the first action we are adding to the plan. Now the state will be changes. Now the state S1. Now previously we are comparing whether the actions are applicable to state yes or like that. Now the state will be changed to S1 after adding this BD. Okay, so add positive effects and delete the negative effects. So stack BD means what we'll get? Stack BD. Positive effects means only on AB, arm empty, clear. Stack BD. So arm empty. Okay, so these are the positive effects and these are the negative effects. We are removing the negative effects and adding the positive effects. AE and add BD are the positive effects. On empty on, okay, on BD and holding B. When removing the door, not clear, not clear D. So clear D is removing. Okay, now this state S1 becomes like this. Plan, the first action adding to the plan is this one. Okay, now we are doing this, the remaining things. Next pop C comma A. Okay, next stack C comma A, that relevant action. Okay, so next whenever we are seeing that, whenever if we want to pop clear A, now we need to check with this action, which this state S1. Okay, so okay, clear A, whether clear A is there or not, clear A is there. Okay, so we can remove that clear A. Next holding C, holding C. Okay, so we are not having holding C here, so we need to perform the next action. Okay, so like that we will go on adding that action, and whenever we are popping that action will be added to the plan, and for the state add the positive effects and delete the negative effects. Okay, like that we will go on. And okay, now we will see our questions what they asked. Okay, the goal stack planning, after push it executes for the first time, the stack will be okay. So first time whenever we are pushing into the stack, okay, this is the stack we are pushing, this is the on CA on BD, this is the things we are having. Okay, so on BD, first on BD, on CA, on BD, on CA, on CA and BD, from the bottom onwards we wrote on the bottom onwards. Okay, so that's why this is the correct action. First we are having this one only, on BD, on CA and flower brackets of both actions from bottom onwards. That's why we wrote on BD, on CA, on C comma A, on BD bottom. Okay, which is the first action that will be pushed to the stack in GSP. What is the first action we pushed? Stack B comma D is the first action we pushed. Okay, so stack B comma D. Which is the first action that will be popped out? Which is the first action will popped? Same action will be popped is stack B and D only. The same action we popped. Okay, so that's why stack B and D. After the first action is added to the plan by GMST, the updated state S is. So now we added that one, the state. So this is the state S1. Okay, so adding the positive effects of that one and deleting the negative effects. So this is the state S1. Okay, so now on table E, on table C, and this is the state. Compare this state on table E, on table C, clear A, clear D. So clear D we won't have, holding B we won't have, clear A and arm empty on BD, arm empty on BD. Okay, this is the state we will get after performing. Okay, this is about the goal stack planning. Okay. We will see one example of goal stack planning. Okay. One more example we will see. One small example for goal stack planning. will take this as our start state. A, B, and C. Our goal state is A, B, and C. This is our goal state. Okay. Now we perform first is that. So what is the first I need to write? This is the goal state. What we are having on A comma B. Okay. On B comma C. Okay. So next what I will write on A comma on A comma B on B comma C. Okay. So now the first this one pop. This is not true because we are not having in the start given start state. Okay. So what we have to do whenever it is not true, whenever it is not true, for that one push the relevant action and add the preconditions. Okay, what is the relevant action for this one? Stack BC. The relevant action is when I can get this on BC as a positive effect for this action. So for stack BC, we will get this as the effect, positive effect for this one. Let's say stack BC. Okay, so push relevant action and the preconditions. Okay, so what are the preconditions? Holding B, comma, clear C are the preconditions. Push preconditions. Okay, now what I need to write? First holding of B, you write separately. Holding of B, clear C. Okay, so first this one pop, clear C. So clear C is true in the state yes. So pop true. Whenever it is true, no need to do anything. Next one, what we need to do? Holding B. This is the we need to do. Whether holding B is true, it's not true. Is not true. Okay. So what we need to do whenever it is not true, push the relevant action and the push the. Okay. So for holding B, what is the relevant action? So if you see, we need to see that relevant action is that preconditions has to be subset of yes. Okay. So for this one, what is the thing? What is the action we require for holding B? That is a pickup B. Okay. So the action is pickup B. Pickup B is having only the holding B as well. Okay. So add the relevant action. Relevant action. So we can't do the for holding B. So if you see holding, what we got here? We got here is holding B. Okay, holding B we can get for unstack. Okay, unstack holding B and pick up B also we get for both. But we are not doing unstack BC because the preconditions on BC, clear B, arm empty are not there. But on table A, on table B, clear B, arm empty. These are the preconditions. These preconditions are satisfied. Okay, that's why for this one we are writing pick up B. Pick up B means I will get this holding A and I will get on table A, clear A, arm empty. These are the preconditions. So pick up B. Okay, the preconditions are on table B, clear B, arm empty. Push the relevant preconditions. Okay, the write separately on table B, clear B, and arm empty. Okay, so you see arm empty. Arm empty is clear, pop true. Okay, clear B, B is also clear. Okay, pop true. On table B is also true. Okay, pop true. Whenever all these things pop true. Okay, so next, what is the next action we're having? Now pop action pick up B. Pick up B. Okay, so now first action. This is the first action. I popped out from the stack. First action. So this action is added to the plan as first one. Now the plan is equal to first one pick up B. Okay, so this is the first action I added to the plan. Okay, now what is the now state? S bar will come A, C, B will be picked up by this one. Okay, now this is the state. Now we come from S bar to S. I pick up the B. Okay, you see, first we started from the goal and we are doing in the reverse direction. And for the plan, what we are doing, we are adding what is the first action. That's why we told that goal stack planning starts from the back side and the adding from the front, like the forward space. That's why we are adding in the forward direction. Okay, so first we remove this action. So we add it to the plan. Okay, pick up B. So after that one, what we need to do is this state yes bar we got. Okay, so this plan is, so we are adding for the state yes bar. Okay, we need to add the positive effects and delete the negative effects. That's why holding B and this one. Now the stack is what we are having in the stack now. Holding B, holding B clear here. We got the first condition. Holding B is removed. So now I will get on AB on BC. What we are having on AB on BC. Okay, on AB. Okay, stack BC, stack BC on AB on BC on BC, stack BC, holding B clear C, holding B clear C. Okay, after that one, holding B is there, we pop that one. So that's not true, then we pick up. This pick up B is also popped out. Okay, so this is the thing we are having. So this thing also we can pop. Okay, we can pop that. This is also true, pop true. Next, stack BC. Okay, next pop stack B comma C. Okay, so if I pop this action, it's not true. We are not having in the state this is bar. Okay, so what is the relevant? Okay, stack. Okay, we are not having anything. No, sorry, sorry. So stack BC, we should that one we popped it. Okay, now we popped that one. We are not having anything. Okay, pop that one. So now what we will get for the plan? Plan is previously pick up B. Plan is first pick up B. Pick up B. Now stack B. C. Okay. Now what I will get for the S bar? I will get A. I will get C and D. Stack B. C. Okay. This is now the next stage. Okay. Now we popped this stack B C also. Okay. This is on B C also we removed. Now we are having on A B. Next one is on A B. Okay. Now on A B. So this is also not true. We are not having on AB in this status bar. Okay, not true. Okay, push the relevant action. Relevant action is stack A B. This is the relevant action. push the relevant preconditions, holding A, clear B. Okay, so holding A and clear B, write separately. Okay, first clear B. Clear B is true. Here B is not having anything. Okay, so we can pop true. Okay, okay. Next holding A. Pop. Holding A is not true. It's not holding this S bar state is not holding A. Okay, not true. Whenever it is not true, we need to push relevant action and precondition. Relevant action for holding is pick up A, pick up A. Okay, so relevant action we are having and the preconditions of pick up A are on table A, arm empty, and clear A. Okay, so add and separately on table A, arm empty, and clear A. Okay, first you see clear A. Clear A is satisfied. Okay, pop through. Arm empty, pop through. On table A, okay, correct. Pop through. When all these two, this one is also pop through. Next we are having pick up. Okay, next pop, pick up A. So now the plan becomes, what is the plan previously we are having? Pick up B, stack BC. Okay, plan is first pick up B, stack BC. Now pick up A. Okay, this is now the next state will get it as like this. Okay, now we are having C, B, we are having A on the R. Okay, so we now pop out this pick up A. Whenever this pick up B, what is the next action we are having? Stack AB. Okay, next okay, next remove these two, both are true. Okay, next remove stack AB. Okay, next stack stack A B. Okay, whenever we are removing the stack AB, we need to add that one to the plan. Okay, so after pick up B, we are adding stack A B, meaning that what I will get C B A. Okay, this is the next. These are the actions we are adding to the plan. Go on it. Stack A B. Okay, so what we are having stack A B removed. Next on A B is also true. Remove that one. Okay, so after on A B removed, what we are having next? Stack on A B on B is also removed. Now stack is empty. Okay, so this is the procedure how it was going in the back. So we are coming from the goal side, but we are adding the plan to the starting state. Okay, first add the goal. Okay, so what we are doing, adding the goal state, add separately, pop one by one. If it is not true, add the relevant actions and add the preconditions. Remove one by one, one by one. Okay, whenever we are removing that action, this is whenever we are seeing this condition, when we are removing the condition, then we will add the action. Whenever we are removing the action, then that action will be, so if you see here, the first action we are removing is cup B. Whenever we are removing the action, then add that action to the plan. This is the first action we are adding to the plan. Okay, so whenever we are adding an action, then the state will be changing. When the state will be changing by adding the preconditions and deleting the negative, adding the positive effects and deleting the negative effects. Next time onwards, whenever we're checking whether it is true or not, we need to check from the next, that is the state S bar. Okay, let's go on procedure like this. Okay, this is about the goal stack plan. Okay, so these are the questions we can answer like that and the by saying that. So next remaining all your theory questions you can answer by using this. Okay, thank you.